love, but Roslynn back at you one more again. Everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and I definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, hello, hi, welcome. It's so good to have you. If you've been watching the videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. And if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of the video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how I impact your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are informative, give you good insight that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through some trying times and need spiritual guidance, or just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go and share. And while you edit, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's truly appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the video that I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, abundance is strongly peaking. Unleash illusions that's trying to attach. Before I get started, I'll leave all my contact information in the description box below if you ever need to talk, or you're just needing a deeper understanding of what is taking place. You can always hit me up. I'll try my best to be able to guide you towards experience maybe I've experienced, or if not, I try to find information that I can for you to give you that deeper understanding. I know it was like a few days ago. If you've been with me for a while, I'll say it like a few days ago that there's something that's like peaking. It's in the cusp of something that is taking place. It's like if you have that heavy energy right now that's like really telling you something's up. There's a big shift that took place. Things are coming at me like I'm crazy. I'm about to lose my last mind. Things are getting really shaky. They all of a sudden had a complete silence. And it's just like that vibe, whereas it's just like when you're hearing that vibe, or you're getting that notion or indication within your frequencies, it's always calm before the storm. And you're being really tested right now, and it's just like you're testing for your patience, testing if you're moving forward in the new you or within old wounds. Are you speaking through compassion, understanding, love, and light, or you're allowing yourself to be triggered by old wounds, or uncertainty or fear? So many different things is popping up where maybe you're second guessing yourself, or trying to see, or am I made for what is taking place in my life? I don't know how much more I can take. When is my blessings coming up? And I mean, there's so many different questions that is leading, and universe is just really want you to just trust what's unfolding. What is for you and what is meant for you, it will always connect with you. You don't have to fight to get to it. You ain't gotta manipulate to come to it or through it. You don't have to go looking for it. It's about to find you. And it's just like we're going through like all this transition. It's just like when I had to go in hermit mode, I felt like everything was coming all at one time. And, I'm wanting to be there for other people, but it was at that time I couldn't even be there for myself. And it was just like so many different things. My emotions were up, crying at a drop of a hat, getting very agitated, but also having a deep understanding as well as appreciation from all my setbacks, all my hurt, all my pain, because it brought a person out inside of me that I didn't know was there. And a lot of times we feel like, are we made for this? Hell yes, you are. You're overqualified. And a lot of times when you're going through different situations, it'll make you doubt yourself. Like, does my presence even matter? What is my opinion? What is that going to, impact anybody? I can't change the world by myself. No, you're not. But it's taken us within the collective for us to understand why certain things took place in our life. For you to be that warrior that were handpicked. Our ancestors are rejoicing us right now. You are stopping cycles. It's like when I remember the other day, I was just speaking to myself or thinking to myself when they had I'm so tired of hearing about it. I'm not trying to add that type of energy into my videos, but the situation between Prince Harry and, what's her name, Meghan Markle's or whatever, they're stopping that cycle, because it's like they feel like, okay, this is, they're a part of this royalty of family. But if it's not being supported, you know it's like you're basically dishonoring yourself to be able to do this because your family, this is a must that you have to do that. But they're being brave and changing, like, hey, this is this is not for us, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of different things is being projected where you're changing what things came accustomed to. And when it starts projecting in that way, it's just like, I've got my own opinion about that situation, but I'm not even touching that with a 10-foot pole. Leave my type of opinion by myself. Um, but when I allow myself to really see what everything is taking place, is very heavy right now. And they always say, be careful of how you describe the world is how you describe yourself. And it's like we're this precious flower that has been nurtured, flowered. You got to go into, you had to go into the dirt for you to be able to bloom. You're breaking old, old routines, old cycles that you have been in, and you're allowing yourself to finally see these are the things that made me a better person. And a lot of times it takes a minute for you to even see that, because a lot of times I've seen things that I went through, and it was just like I really felt like God didn't like me. I say He didn't like me. This is just punishment. But even though it felt that way, where I'm at right now, like I've said it a lot. I mean, I can cry tears of joy, you know, just because that allows somebody to know, there's so many, when I constantly read y'all's comments, you're like, Roslynn, are you in my head? You got these little spy cameras in my house or something. It's like, who been talking to you? But it's all about, we're all going through that situation within our lives. We're being reacquainted with the person that has been forgotten. It's just like memories been wiped out, went through a factory reset, and it's allowing you to see, the universe, our ancestors, we were handpicked, by, it's kind of like with the spiritual elite, if you want to call it that, hey, I'm about to use them for that purpose, and they're really about to break, it's about to bring, basically it's paving new ground for everything that's going on. And it had to be for those people that went through worse situations where they're not allowing themselves to project victim mentality of vibes, being able to be accountable for their own actions, being able to see, okay, I'm getting toxic vibes towards me, but there's also certain things that kind of mirror what I got going on, maybe that I don't even know about within myself. Sometimes we use that as an excuse, we use it as a scapegoat, or we're allowing ourselves to say, you know what, only person I'm fooling is myself. Because there'll be certain things like, oh yeah, I'm happy. Are you saying this? It's like, who are you trying to convince, me or yourself? Because it took a long time for me to be able to say, I kept on speaking that into existence. I'm forgiving the people that, placed me in a certain situation, or I'm forgiving of the things that has been done, but people are not owning up to. But yet it was like when I felt like I was clear on that, and I was not trying to lie to myself, but I knew in the back of my mind that I didn't want to accept. There's still things that's uncovering that I done suppressed, I forgot, trauma, it just depends on what kind of situation you've been placed in, especially if you got exposed to at a very young age. A lot of times with children, they will go through this mental block, and that's like a fail safe. Like, it will just black out that certain situation, and when it comes up, you don't remember, or it's something that you don't, it may bring up some demons that you didn't know were there. And then it's just like there's so many different things that's unfolding, because it's like, before I started this video, I said, man, it was a big shift. Now I don't know what the heck is going on. Shifts happen, and it feels very, very different. It feels very different. But I'm all here for it. It's like, shoot, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, but it's very, very potent, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times when things are shifting, it'll get very quiet. Like if your social media has been very active lately, and you got people hitting you up left and right, then all of a sudden you go through a period Like, dad, did everybody block me? Did somebody deactivate my social site? Whatever. No, it is like you're going through a complete, it's like pushing you off towards something else. And it's like when you got on that platform or being guided toward, I don't want to say platform, but guided towards this new experience, a lot of times we felt like people were taken out of our lives. The people that we supported turned their back on us. I can't work a regular job. I can't see things. I can't, it's like, you're looking like you're traumatized. Like, I can't not just unsee that. You just showed me something and now I see it for what it really is. You're getting new sight. It's like a person that has been born blind that finally has that gift of a blessing. You can finally see what goes on. You're no longer describing it of how it's being viewed to you. You're able to read between blurred lines of your truth. And it's like when you have allowed yourself to be in a certain routine or a certain vibration for a long time, and you finally take the chains off, allowing yourself to not be weighed down by your experiences, or you're not allowing yourself to be weighed down by what you were taught or what you were learned or you were taught to be feared of. When you're allowing yourself to, I'm gonna reinvent myself. I'm not allowing myself to do something because of what a person told me I have to do, or what I'm not going to allow myself to, educate myself about. This is my life. I'm allowing myself to choose to create something that's been guided from the divine, not because of somebody who wants to place control over my life. It's so many different things that people are trying to shut down nowadays. It's like you don't have that freedom of speech. If you're speaking too boldly in your truth, somebody's like trying to feel like you're being combative. And it's just so many different things where, if you're coming from a good place and you're speaking your truth, when somebody gets offended, it's because it's projecting the truth that they don't want to acknowledge. They don't want to accept. When you're triggering somebody else's illusions, that you create enemies, and that's fine. And that's fine. They're an enemy with themselves, not with you. But when you're allowing yourself to really truly see things, yes, it's scary, because it's like when you have been on that, like I said, we've been on that road for a long time, and then when you're finally detaching yourself from the norm, there's something peeking into your life. And when I say that mess feels scary, it's feeling really scary, because you're like, oh God, is it happening now? It'd be like one of them little kids in the back of the car. You're driving to your family's house for the holidays. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? How far we got now? It's like, if they don't take their butt to sleep, we'll get there when we get there. And it's like that. So it's bringing this antsy stuff. So there will be so many different things that's coming to you where it feels like somebody's triggering you, or somebody's trying to bring you into that chaos of confusion they may have. And it's just like they're telling us to be heavy on discernment, being mindful of just being mindful. If somebody's wants to be anti, allow that to happen. This is you. You're opening new doors for yourself. You're being more, qualified for things that you may not even went to. There's somebody speaking about you in a room that you have never been in. But it's all about the choices and the movements you choose to make. You're not allowing pain to get in the way of you being able to feel that love for yourself. Even though you may not be getting it around you, it's all about what you choose to give to yourself. Are you allowing yourself to be moving through the unknown, or you're allowing yourself to be discouraged because you don't know what's around the corner? There's so many different things that's testing you to be able to see between what is being shown. Don't allow yourself to look at it in a negative way. If somebody's coming at you in a negative way, you don't have to respond. I mean, it's just certain things that I know I can get triggered off of. And then when I'm trying to get my point out and it's constantly being blocked, I allow myself to not force that, because it wasn't meant for me to have something to say. And I thought about it from the situation I was in earlier. I thought I was being noble by protecting what's mine. But then it's just like, don't worry about that. We got that. Just because somebody want to act ignorant towards that way don't mean you got to check them for that. even though that's what you're used to. I had to be able to get myself out that norm, because it's like me, feeding off of what somebody else is projecting. So I had to allow myself to say, you know what, you're right. You are so right. Not everything needs my response. Not everything needs my reaction. You're moving forward on foreign territory. And you have to be able to expect the unexpected. You're going to be irritating a lot of sleepers. And it's like when you're allowing yourself to be more open within the person that you are supposed to be, the person you are embodying, the things that you're consuming that's actually healthy for you. Because we've been placed in this thing where we have consumed ourselves with addiction. Addiction does not always have to be a choice of what your medicinal purposes or whatever the heck you want to call it, because it's like YouTube, you got to be very specific about certain words you don't use. If you're doing something just to basically escape from what you need to heal on, now you're allowing yourself to know, okay, let me face this. Smoking is not going to take that issue away. Drinking, self-harm, anything like that, because a lot of times people, when they hear addictions, they automatically think, that D word. But it is like anything else, you know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever you're doing to steer you away from the things that you really need to truly face. You're dealing with a lot of different people that, it may feel heavy because a lot of us is completing karmic cycles. And then when you allow yourself from that situation, instead of feeding in to that illusion, you're allowing yourself to see, if I didn't go through this, I want to learn how to love myself. If I didn't go through this, you know, I wouldn't allow myself to set boundaries. You're being placed in situations where you didn't fulfill yourself within your purpose of you. For you to be in a loving place, you have to be in a loving place within. You can't expect that to come from anybody else, because a lot of times we're in situations where, it's us as empaths, we see their light and don't realize, that persona of Michael Myers is sitting right behind them. And you just wonder why, it's like Friday the 13th, on the 15th, and it's all those different things where you're allowing yourself like, I see what kind of vibe that is. I ain't even touching it. You coming at me with this. You're allowing yourself to know this is not something I'm going to continue to tolerate, because all the things that are, this changing what you digested, mind, body, soul, spirit, it's like even that kind of vibration, just by being in the same air on it, you might need to go take some medicine for that, because it's going to give you highs. I said, I'll talk, see, I already made a damn eyebrow itch. But just being able to go through certain things like that, and it's just like, I can't be fake. I can't even say fake a hello to somebody I just don't like. Hey, what up? Like, damn, you acting like I don't like you. You acting like you don't like me. Well, there's your answer right there. You're keeping it real. It's like, even though you're not trying to bring that type of confusion in your life, you're allowing yourself to know, I can do two choices when it comes to anything that's coming my way. If this is not something that is going to nourish me, take me to the next level, it's either going to nourish you, take you to the next level, or it's going to backpedal and keep you in a situation you're not trying to be in. So it's like right now, with everything being the way it is, they're telling you, choose wisely. Choose wisely, because there are certain things, this can be a setback or this can be an investment. I think you better go this way. So it's a lot of different things that's coming on. And it's like, abundance is not just money or, that material vibe, but you're being, blessed with abundance from spirit, of the knowledge of knowing, so much insight, when you're allowing yourself to get away from the blockages, allow yourself to face that, so you can just disconnect. It leaves room for what is best for you. It's leaving room what is going to help you move forward. And these are all the things that's taking place in your life that you always deserve. And then when you allow yourself to sit back and see what these certain burdens has brought to your life, it'll give you a deeper understanding that you didn't even like, dang, I didn't even ask all that. That's deep. And you're going through that, and it's like, dang, because I can look at every experience that I've gone through, and I'm just saying, it created a person in me that I never knew was there. and it'll allow you to do that. And then you'll be happy of the struggles you went by, because now it shows you where that determination is, that motivation, that consistency. You're no longer being complacent. You're not using excuses up for something you need to be moving forward in. Things that you ran away from, you are finally being brave enough to face. And so it's bringing you in new places. There are going to be different things that's going to take you out of your element. But this is that time where universe is like, they're blocking everything to make sure you don't go that route. So allow yourself to congratulate yourself, because you came a long daggone way. Even though you may not be exactly where you want to be right now, you're nowhere near the same person that started this experience. So congrats, y'all. This is gonna be my last video for tonight. Usually I've been trying to do at least about 5 or 6, but it's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just post this up. I hope y'all have a blessed, wherever you're at, day, night, evening, wherever you're at, much love to you. I hope whatever you're trying to manifest comes in a lot bigger than you ever, expected it, and comes so much sooner than you thought you were receiving it. So I'll give a post notification out to Drea W, Bob Sanders, welcome to the fam, Love Cycle, Terry Rist, and Demetria Williams. And I'll talk to y'all later. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, share, tell somebody about the channel. As I always say, I leave my contact information at the bottom. It's just a network and give you a deeper understanding about your purpose, or your gift, or things you may be curious about what's taking place in finding out your new identity of you. So I'll see y'all on the next video. Much love to you. My prayers of uplift, comfort, and nurture is coming your way. I'll see y'all in the next video. Much love. Peace.